The 2025 tax season is off to a rocky start. The IRS is laying off thousands of probationary workers. These layoffs could begin as early as next week. This move is part of a larger effort to shrink the federal workforce. The Trump administration is pushing for these reductions. The IRS is expecting over 140 million tax returns this year. The filing deadline is April 15th. These layoffs come at a critical time for the agency. Taxpayers may experience delays and disruptions in service. The Biden administration had invested heavily in the IRS. They allocated $80 billion through the Inflation Reduction Act. This funding was meant to hire new employees and upgrade outdated technology. However, Republicans have fought to claw back some of this funding. This tug-of-war over IRS funding highlights the political divisions surrounding the agency. Republicans argue for smaller government and lower taxes. They often target the IRS for cuts. Democrats, on the other hand, see a well-funded IRS as crucial for fair tax enforcement. The Trump administration offered buyouts to federal employees. This was part of their deferred resignation program. The deadline to accept was February 6, 2025. However, IRS employees working on the 2025 tax season were not allowed to take the buyout. They had to wait until after the April 15th filing deadline. This decision created a difficult situation for many IRS employees. They faced a choice: accept a buyout and leave their colleagues short-staffed during the busiest time of year, or forgo the buyout and potentially face layoffs later. The buyouts were intended to reduce the federal workforce without resorting to layoffs. However, the timing of the program, combined with the ongoing pressure to cut spending, has created uncertainty and anxiety among IRS employees. The lack of clarity from the Treasury and IRS about the exact number of layoffs adds to the unease. Employees are left wondering about their future. Taxpayers are left wondering about the potential impact on their returns. The Treasury and the IRS have remained tight-lipped. They have not disclosed how many IRS workers will be laid off. This lack of transparency is fueling anxiety among employees. It's also raising concerns about the agency's ability to handle the upcoming tax season. The layoffs come at a time when the IRS is already facing significant challenges. Years of budget cuts have taken their toll. The agency is struggling to keep up with its workload. The lack of clear information from the Treasury and IRS is only making the situation worse. Employees are left to speculate about their fate. Taxpayers are left wondering if they will face delays in getting their refunds or other assistance. The silence from those in charge is deafening. The lack of transparency is concerning. It raises questions about the government's commitment to a smooth and efficient tax season. Adding another layer to this complex situation is Elon Musk. He now heads the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. Musk has been a vocal advocate for slashing government spending. He even suggested eliminating entire federal agencies. Musk's appointment to DOGE has been met with a mix of curiosity and concern. Some see him as a potential disruptor who could bring much-needed innovation to government. Others worry about his lack of experience in public service and his tendency for impulsive decisions. Musk's vision for DOGE includes streamlining government operations and reducing bureaucracy. However, his critics argue that his plans lack specifics and could lead to cuts in essential services. 14 state attorneys general have filed a lawsuit challenging Musk's authority within DOGE. They claim his actions require Senate confirmation. They allege he has access to sensitive government data. They also argue that he exercises excessive power. The lawsuit against Musk further complicates the situation. It highlights the tension between those who support his efforts to reform government and those who believe he is overstepping his bounds. The IRS layoffs, the uncertainty surrounding the numbers, and the involvement of Elon Musk all point to a turbulent time for the agency. It remains to be seen how these events will impact taxpayers and the future of tax administration in the United States.